Jack was out hunting when something horrifying happened. He aimed, pulled the trigger, but instead of hitting an animal, he shot a child. Stunned, Jack rushed over in disbelief, and the awful truth hit him. He had killed a kid. Just then, the boy's father showed up. Cradling his son's lifeless body, the man was crushed with grief. Jack stood there, frozen with guilt. The man picked up the rifle lying on the ground. Jack's apology was heartfelt, but no amount of sorry could bring the boy back. Blinded by rage, the father decided Jack had to pay the same price. But before he could do anything, a bullet tore through his chest. Jack's hunting buddy, Felix, had pulled the trigger. They came to hunt, not to kill people. Yet now, 2 bodies lay in the dirt. Jack broke down completely. Felix, on the other hand, stayed eerily calm. He dragged the bodies to a hidden spot deep in the woods. Out here, no one else would know what went down. Felix led Jack out of the forest, but they didn't head home. Instead, they drove back to a small town nearby. Turns out the gun Jack used was Felix's, and the bullet could be traced to it. Felix killed the father not just to save Jack, but to keep the mess from spiraling into legal trouble. Now wasn't the time to run. They had to clean up the scene completely. That night, they returned to the site. They gathered the spent shell casings and dug a deep pit in the forest floor. But just as they were about to move the bodies, Felix pulled out a knife. He wanted to extract the bullet from the boy's skull. The brutal move made Jack sick with disgust, but Felix was the dominant one here. Unable to stop him, Jack retreated to the car. Felix finished the job, cold and methodical. They made it back to their motel before sunrise. The next morning, they started packing to get out fast. But before they could even step outside, something was off. Their car had been tampered with. Felix took a punch straight to the face from a big guy. Turns out, on their first night in town, Felix had flirted with a woman at the bar, who just so happened to be this man's wife. All 4 tires had been slashed. The local repair shop was bare bones. No spare tires until the next day's shipment, so they weren't going anywhere, not today. And then, news started to spread. A father and son from the town were missing. Eyes began turning toward Jack and Felix. Their nightmare was far from over.